Hey everyone, this is Helena and I'm here with my boyfriend Tom again today.
Hi, everyone.
And in this video, we're going to be sharing 3 signs that a man is emotionally attracted to you, he genuinely cares about you, and he wants to be in a relationship with you. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure to click the button to subscribe to get all of my latest videos. And make sure to stay till the end of this video because the 3rd sign we're going to share is really one of the most important things you want to be looking out for. And I found that it's one of the most missed things by women. A lot of times women can be investing in the wrong person or the wrong situation for years or even decades. So you want to make sure to watch out for this 3rd sign. It's so important. And we're just going to jump right in. The first sign that a man genuinely cares about you and that he wants to be with you is that he prioritizes the relationship or potential relationship. So Tom, I'll let you start with this one. Why is that an indication that a man genuinely cares and that he wants to be with you?
I think it's a really good indication because everyone is busy, of course. Everyone only has a certain number of hours in the day. And if somebody's pursuing a new relationship, that's a certain amount of time that has to be set aside for that. So I think if that's important, if the person is feeling an emotional investment in that, then that person will tend to prioritize that above everything else as well. And I think that happens on kind of account of 2 different things. One is that individual, that the man is feeling some sense of value in that he's feeling fulfilled by that relationship, and also because he's aware of the other person's emotions and feelings as well.
I think that's so important. I'm so glad you said that. I wanted to get your opinion on that one first. I always say the right man is not going to jeopardize his opportunity to be with you. He's not going to let you slip through his fingers by saying something like, I'm trying to think of what I hear all the time, like, oh, well, he said, oh, yeah, let's hang out sometime. And then 2 or 3 weeks went by and he never followed up. The right person isn't going to do that, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I love what you said about, he's doing that not just because he wants to, but because he cares about your feelings. And that's actually the 2nd sign that a man genuinely cares and is emotionally attracted to you. And that is he takes your feelings and needs into account when he's prioritizing the relationship, like the 1st sign, or making decisions for the 2 of you, or interacting with you. He really listens to you. He really cares about your feelings, and he takes your needs and desires into account when he is pursuing you or leading the relationship. What are your thoughts on that? Why is this so important for a woman to look out for?
Right. I think that's you kind of hit on a key point there with the fact that he listens to you, because for in order to be able to take your emotions into account, he first has to be aware of what they are, and so a lot of that comes from listening to you. And I think that listening can be listening to your words. It can also be starting to recognize body language. I think that's something that develops over time with a good healthy relationship. And I think that listening also has another side kind of indication, which is that most likely he respects you as well. And I think that that's important because it tends to be the case that if you're feeling like you are emotionally invested in a relationship, you care about that other person's viewpoint as well. You care about not only their emotional state, but you care about receiving feedback from that individual on your own thoughts and feelings. And so if you're tending to find that somebody's listening well to you, that's probably a good sign that he's respecting you too.
I think that's so great. Don't you guys love getting Tom's perspective on this? I'm just like hanging on your every word. That's so important. There's countless examples of that from our own life. I mean, right 15 minutes before we started recording this video, Tom got home from work. I was trying to record this on my own and having a hard time with it. I was getting frustrated and discouraged. I had to start and stop the video over and over. I was working on this for like an hour and getting nowhere. And he came home from work. He's been working probably 12 hours today and was, I'm sure, tired, but he cared. He's like, what's wrong? How can I help? And I said, well, it might help to sit down with me and kind of bounce some of these ideas off of you. So we might not even publish this one, but I actually really like what you're saying. And it's a perfect example of he cares about my feelings and needs, and he wanted to help out. If a man genuinely cares about you and wants to build something, he'll help you out even when it's not super convenient for him, or when he wants to maybe do something else, if he's really taking your feelings and needs and desires into account. So I love everything you said there. And that brings us to the third sign a man genuinely cares and wants to be with you, and that is he progresses the relationship. And this is so important. It just cannot be overstated. I can't tell you how many women I hear from who are seeing a guy maybe like once a week on the weekends, or once every other week, and that just it stays at that level just indefinitely. In our experience, let's see, how did it go? We see each other on weekends, and then right. Then kind of all of the weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, and then one night during the week, and then a couple nights during the week, and now I'm staying here. We see each other every day, every evening, right? And there's a progression. There's a natural progression to where it doesn't just stay at the same level. I mean, I've seen women stay at the same level of frequency of seeing a man for like decades, and it never lands. It never goes beyond that. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think if you're finding that the relationship is worthy of your emotional investment, you tend to find that you're getting something, you're getting something out of it. You're being fulfilled by it, both of you. And you tend to want to continue to advance that because you want to see more and more from that. I think if a relationship sort of lands at a place where you're, infrequently seeing each other, that's probably not a sign that is going to, suddenly take off in a positive direction. That's probably a sign that it's going to sort of, that's sort of the resting spot for that relationship. So I think it's a good sign if the relationship is progressing, and I think both parties probably need to drive that, but you have to be getting that sign from the man that he wants to do that, because I think that's a sign that he's emotionally invested in the relationship.
Yeah, so true. It's not like you go from seeing each other once a week or a couple times a month for 6 months, then all of a sudden you start seeing each other every day. There's this natural progression that happens typically, right? So let us know what you guys think about this. What are you experiencing with your man or the men you're dating out there? Let me recap those really quick. Number 1, he prioritizes you, right? Number 2, he takes your feelings and needs into account when he's planning and making decisions. He really listens to you. And number 3, the relationship progresses. It doesn't stay at the same level indefinitely. So I hope this was helpful. Let us know what you think down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear more topic suggestions and things you'd like us to talk about. Thank you so much for doing that last time. And this just occurred to me. I actually wrote an article a few years ago on 7 signs that a man is falling in love and wants to be with you. So I'll include a link to that in the description. I'll also add it to the comment section if you want to read about some more signs that a man is falling for you and wants to be in a relationship.